Hi, my sweets. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. I have back with me this meanie story. So, we finished learning about the pioneers. Last week, we learned about the Native Americans, and I read this story to you. And you probably thought, what? It has nothing to do with the Native Americans. And now, today, you're probably thinking, Mrs. Barch, this has nothing to do with the pioneers. Today, you get to find out why I'm reading this to you. I hope you enjoy this story again. I loved it. I hope you did too. And you will see what we're going to do with it today for our art project. All right, so here we go. This book is called Meanies by Joy Cowley. Enjoy. I don't even need to ask you what meanies are because now you know. Meanies, this is the title, the name of the story by Joy Cowley. She's the author and the illustrator. The author writes the words and the illustrator draws the pictures. Where do meanies sleep? Meanies sleep in garbage cans. Meanies sleep in garbage cans. Meanies sleep in garbage cans. That's where meanies sleep. Do you want to sleep there? Not me. My neck would be all cricked up in the morning. Ouch! Where do meanies wash? Meanies wash in mud puddles. Meanies wash in mud puddles. Meanies wash in mud puddles. That's where meanies wash. Is that making them clean? Not in the least. Not at all. What do meanies drink? Meanies drink their bath water. Meanies drink their bath water. Meanies drink their bath water. That's what meanies drink. So mud that now has even more dirt and BO in it from them, they're drinking it. Ew, would you want to drink your bath water? I wouldn't want to drink my bath water, and my bath water's clean. There's the mud. Ugh. Using straws, cans, they're just sipping away. Ugh. What do meanies eat? Meanies eat, do you remember? Old bubble gum. You can say it with me. Meanies eat old bubble gum. Meanies eat old bubble gum. That's what meanies eat. Ew, right? What do meanies drive? You can read it with me. Say it with me if you remember. Meanies drive old tin can cars. Meanies drive old tin can cars. Meanies drive old tin can cars. That's what meanies drive. Do those look safe? Nope. What do meanies do? You can say it with me. Meanies all do mean things. Meanies all do mean things. Meanies all do mean things. That's what meanies do. Remember last week we pointed out all the mean things that they do, letting the bees go, trying to catch that person there with the rope, pouring red goopy paint there, putting a frog in his muddy bathwater drink. All mean things. Who wants to be a meanie? Who wants to be a meanie? Who wants to be a meanie? Remember what this page says? Read it with me. Not me. And you see an exclamation point. If it was just a period, just the dot, we'd say, not me. But they're really saying it with a lot of expression. They're going, not me. No way. I do not want to be a meanie. That's why you see that exclamation point. Now I get to tell you why we read this book again and last week. I'm going to show you this book by last year's 5K. This is called Potawatomi. You see a bow and arrow, a moccasin, a wigwam, and it says by 5K. I want you to look at and pay attention to how neat they drew their pictures, okay? I want you to see if there are some where the children did not do a neat job, okay? I show this every year. These are last year's kids. This group actually did a beautiful job. They really did. Their pictures are gorgeous. So pay attention, watch, and see how they did. Where do Potawatomi Indians sleep? Potawatomi Indians slept in wigwams. Potawatomi Indians slept in wigwams. Potawatomi Indians slept in wigwams. That's where Potawatomi Indians slept. Do you see the wigwam? Do you see the fire and the smoke coming out? Do you see the Native Americans in their brown deer skin? Grass in the sun. This is very neat. They did a great job. Their picture matches their words. You're going to have a page at the end of your packet. I didn't get to ask you which page you wanted like I would have if you were here. So whatever page you get, that's the page you're going to make, and I'm going to laminate it and put it in our book here in the classroom so that when you come back to school, your page will be in here. And what I want you to do is write your name on the back. So this page was Skylar, okay? And then I'm going to laminate them because then I can spray it after we wash it and clean all the germs off of it. But then you can read a book by you and your classmates. So you're going to draw your very best and take your time. I'll show you more pages. These kids did great. Here's another Potawatomi Indian sleeping. You see the wigwam, the fire, the little Indian girl. She looks great. The sun, trees, lots of detail. I love it. And she's not in fancy clothes because the Potawatomi Native Americans wore deer or buffalo skin, so they weren't colorful. Here again is where they slept. Now, this person added a lot of details. You see the feathers on that Native American's head, but should he really be green? Are people green? No. Do castles and things like this, does that look like a wigwam? No. I like the animals and the sun, but this person has like a little too much color. Okay, so this one is okay, but not the best. Here's a different one. It says, what would Potawatomi Indians do? Potawatomi Indians hunted deer, elk, and buffalo. Potawatomi Indians hunted deer, elk, and buffalo. Potawatomi Indians hunted deer, elk, and buffalo. That's what Potawatomi Indians did. So you see the Potawatomi Native Americans, their bows and arrows, and they're shooting the buffalo and the deer. You see they're in the forest with the trees and the sun. Does this match the picture? Are they wearing deerskin clothes? Yeah, guess what? I did not help any of these children draw any of this. This is all them. Because I told them, I'm not going to help you. I want you to do it. You can try, and I will show you pictures that go with the page that you have. So you're going to have your grown-up read your page to you, and I'll put up pictures so you can freeze it, so you can look, or pause me so you can look at the pictures and how to draw them, okay? Did a great job. That one was by Tommy. Here's more Native Americans hunting. I did not help. Bows and arrows, because that's what they used, right? That's what I showed you in the pictures last week. The trees, the sun, birds. Beautiful job. They did a great job. That's Elijah. So Nazir, if you're watching, that was your brother. Here's another hunting. Tried their best, right? Looks great. Everything looks real, colored how it should be. Here's another one of hunting. You see all their spears here stuck in the ground too, their bows and their arrows. This one's really cool. Feathers on their head because they would wear that for their headdress. Just like I have earrings and a necklace on, that's how they would decorate themselves. All right. That was our principal's son. What would they do? Here's another one hunting. Another Native American hunting. Did not help with any of these. They did great. Look at that deer is sad. Oh. They did a great job, didn't they? And the sun, they just filled their whole page. The kids loved looking at this last year. It says, how would they travel? Potawatomi Indians traveled by foot. They walked, horse, or birch bark canoes. I told you that they would ride horses or use a canoe. Potawatomi Indians traveled by foot, horse, and birch bark canoes. Potawatomi Indians traveled by foot, horse, and birch bark canoes. That's how Potawatomi Indians traveled. Here's a Native American on a horse. Now, maybe you're thinking, Mrs. Bartz, that doesn't look like a horse. Maybe not, but did they try their best? And I did not help them. And they didn't cry and say they couldn't do it. They tried their best. And I think it looks great. Blue sky, sun, grass, horse, Native American. Here they're in a birch bark canoe. So they didn't do the horse or somebody walking, they drew a canoe. Look at all the Native Americans in there. The water, what do you see down here in the water? Fishy. They did great. You get to be the illustrator for our 5K book. Look at here. These people are in their wigwam. They're out fishing. How cool. In their birch bark canoe. I love it. They did a great job. Here's another one. Fishing in their birch bark canoe. The fish underneath. And this child sounded out all by themselves, Indians are great. They loved learning about the Potawatomi Native Americans. So she wrote that all by herself last year because she was able to do that. Pretty cool. Here they're walking, riding horses everywhere. You see them on the horse? Horses all over. Did a good job. Their pictures match their words, right? Here's one sleeping. Wigwams. You already did that. Here's another wigwam sleeping. Here's another one. It's beautiful, huh? Indians are great. She wrote that too. They slept in wigwams. Look at all the colors she added. Their fire, brown, animal skin clothes. They did great. I don't know if I have a food one. I have these from the previous year too. Here's where they were sleeping. Awesome, awesome wigwam. Here they're hunting. Sleeping and sleeping. So, my loves, I want you to look carefully. The very last page in your packet tells you what you are going to be drawing. So this packet says traveling by foot, horse, and birch bark canoe. So I want you to draw what it says. So there are a couple others. I'm going to go grab them, and I can show you too what those will say. All right, I grabbed them. So maybe you have one that says, what did Native Americans wear? It says they wore clothes made from animal skins. So you would draw the Native Americans here in their brown animal skins. You could draw feathers in their hair. Okay, so maybe you have what they wore. Maybe you have what they ate. It says fish, rice, and venison, deer meat. So you can draw fish, rice, venison. The Native Americans may be cooking it over a fire, so take your time. I don't want your grown-up to draw this for you. It's okay if it doesn't look right, if it doesn't look perfect, or like my pictures. Because all of these ones in my book, the children drew all by themselves. And I love it. It shouldn't look like these pictures that I'm going to show you. It can't. You're 5 and 6 and 7, so it can't look like that. I don't want it to look like that. I want it to be yours. Okay? So take your time. Do neat, careful work. I'm going to give these children's back to them. I'm going to give them to their first grade teacher, so next year you will get yours back. Please send your page back to school because I will laminate it, put this clear covering over it, and I will put it in our book then. Okay? So I want you to look at your page that you got. I will hold up pictures if you got the wigwams. Here are pictures that you can look at to color from. So you can pause me here if you need to. You can draw the fire in the middle. If you have them hunting, here are pictures you can look at. You can pause me here if you need to. Here's another one with buffalo. Pause me here if you need to. Fishing in birch bark canoes. Pause me here if you need to, if you want to draw a birch bark canoe, if you have the page of how they traveled. Or you could do them walking or riding horses. Here are some moccasins. If you have the page about what they wore, you could draw brown moccasins on their feet. Headdresses, right? The feathers in their hair. Pause me here if you need to, if you have the clothes page. All right, I think that is it. All right, my love, so before you get started, let's pray. And I can't wait to see your pictures. Post them in the purple art folder, okay? I do take art grades. I do take grades on your coloring. I am going to put them in their book. I'm going to take these hooks off and take out last year's kids' and put yours in, so please send them back. I can't wait to see your beautiful drawings that you do. Add lots of detail. Just do your best. Use a pencil first to draw. Don't just start drawing with crayons and colored pencils, because then you can't really erase it. Okay, so draw first with a pencil, because then if you make a mistake, you can erase it, right? All right, my loves, let's fold our hands. I want you to pray the Lord's Prayer with me. The first half. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Amen. I love you. Sweetest dreams tonight. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you on Monday.